I didn't know you were here.
I'm Soeren from Varchmin. I'm your host this year. As you know, we took over NamesCon over the course of the last year. So the last 12 months I had to learn a lot about the domain space, and I thought the best thing what I could do is become a domainer myself. Found my niche. I started to invest a little bit. Actually also already started to sell a little bit.
The auction, like every year, is packed with some great, fantastic domain names, a lot of which have not been sold before.
We're here to really talk about the benefits of domain names, what they can do, how exciting they are, what's interesting about them, and how they can be leveraged as marketing tools or as communication technology advances.
We're going to see a wave of nice innovation with domain names and using domain names as a tokenized asset and be able to justify larger purchases because it's going to be worth 10 to 100 to 1,000 times more in the future.
I recognize that trademark owners need a simple, quick, non-burdensome way to defend their trademarks and domains. And I also recognize as a domain investor that all the domains I register are subject to a UDRP that can result in them being canceled or transferred away from me. But what I hope for is that the policy will be implemented in a fair and impartial way.
We have to push back against panelists interpreting the UDRP to prevent lawful and important commercial use of domain names for monetization.
The thing I've always appreciated about this conference is it just brings some incredible people together. It brings people from the domain industry as well as people from the startup space and people from the branding world. And when you get all of these people together, magic happens.
I mean, look, we wouldn't even be at this conference if we could just phone it in, right? But what do we like? Well, we like to go to Vegas. I mean, we really want to go to Vegas. We like to hang out. We have coffee. We chat. And there's a human interaction. So far, the web, there's that screen that gets in the way of that.
NamePros, has a meetup, and you get to see people face to face here. You really get to see everybody that you want to see in one place at one time, which is really, I think that's so helpful. There's a lot of networking opportunities, and I think that's the main draw, be able to come here and know that everybody else that you want to talk to is going to be here.
I like to meet all the people in the industry up close. It's a whole different thing than talking online. It's very different. Yeah. People open up.
It's like a crazy high school reunion with a lot more drinks.
If you've been here for 3, 4, 5 years and people see you every year, they know that you're going to be there, you're going to be around, that you're somebody that they can trust, that they can come to, that you're not just going to do a deal with them and disappear.
It's actually been a great experience because you keep coming back and meeting those people that you've developed relationships with or work with.
I think that the opportunity just to have a conversation with someone either that is doing something similar to you that you can learn from what they're doing, or doing something totally different that can inspire you to kind of change your perspective, opportunities here are massive.
There's nobody at this conference that you can't go up to, introduce yourself to, and have a conversation with, and that person could end up helping you and your business down the road.
You can't really do that in any other industry. You can't walk down the street, go to an investor meeting, and then go talk to Warren Buffett.
No,
but you can talk to Frank Schilling here.
You could try to.
Yeah, you could try.
It might not work out very well.
It's not going to work.
started NamesCon, the concept was simply to get them together so that we could hold a water night, raise money for water school, and we can just talk shop.
People came out of the woodworks when NamesCon started that hadn't been to conferences in years.
It quickly turned from a casual event to an all-consuming, year-long job.
There was a lot of reasons for it. It was priced well. There was a lot of enthusiasm from the domainer community. They brought in good content. They gave us opportunities to participate, be on panels.
You know, I've got other things, I've got other projects, and so when I look at all of the different things, I'm like, well, something's got to give. And NamesCon was never about Richard and Jothan, you know, and Jodi. You know, it was never about us. It was about building something for the industry. And so, you know, the best way to measure success of an entrepreneur is, you know, you remove the entrepreneur and does the entity still continue to go?
It's going as strong as it was back 5 years ago. Yeah. The timing's still great, right? That hasn't changed at all. Everybody's still thinking about this year and their goals.
From a business standpoint, I've gotten a lot more out of it this year than in the past.
I was actually moderating for half a day, and I was speaking yesterday and that sort of stuff, so I've had a lot of involvement with the NamesCon team. They're fantastic, they really are.
We met with Soeren at WHD. We quickly saw that we had the same ethos in terms of our approaches to conferences, and I felt that NamesCon would be in good hands with him.
Take good care of this baby. This is a wonderful show.
I think Soeren has really stepped in and just run with it.
I could sense his enthusiasm. I could sense his sincerity. And to me, you know, that kind of a thing is really important for any conference. You know, you got to trust these people and you got to feel like they're on your side and want to help make things happen.
My closest friends in the industry were my competitors, and it's because we all got together and decided that we would rather make the industry much bigger from the time we first started and where it is today, and it's going to get much bigger by everybody working together and not trying to cut everybody's legs out. I mean, we're not in the telecommunications business or the auto business or anything like that. We're in a business that's going to change a lot of people's lives.
You don't get to talk to other people about domain names, so
yeah,
you can do it on the forums, but you can, when you come here, you do it face to face with people.
Right. Well, when you try to talk to people about domains, they just tell you to shut up after a while.